Good morning, this is Elaine with Elaine's Custom Cards. This is the card we're going to be doing today. We are using the Garden Impressions Designer Series paper. It's 6x6 and I've cut it into 3x3 pieces for the focal point. We're actually going to make two cards. We're going to do this one with one design piece of paper, and the other card we're going to do is this one with different colors and a different piece of the paper. I think I'll have time to do them both. I have everything cut out and ready to go, so let's start with the pink one. This is powder pink cardstock, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I have all my pieces cut out. This is the DSP. It's a 3-inch square. This is Shaded Spruce. It's 3 1/8" square. And we're going to adhere the DSP to the Shaded Spruce in the center of it, leaving just a small border, just like that. And we're going to take this piece, and you can turn it however you want, whatever looks good to you. I think I'm going to do it like this, and we're going to glue it to the left side of the Whisper White, and this Whisper White piece is 4.5 by 3 1/4. I've stamped it with "You Are the Best" from A Big Thank You. This is the stamp set, "You Are the Best." And then we're going to adhere this piece to our Melon Mambo. And the Melon Mambo is 4 5/8 by 3 3/8. And I used Shaded Spruce for the stamping. Okay, this, I'm going to set this aside for a moment. This is for the inside. Stamp this with "Beautiful Day." Happy birthday, may your day be as beautiful as you. And this piece of Whisper White is 5 by 3 3/4. Just glue it to the center of our Melon Mambo, and it is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And we'll adhere this to the inside of the card. Right in the center. A little bit of glue on my fingers, so we'll clean that off. I have a little eraser that does pretty good getting off the spots. So we don't want that on there. So erase that off, just like that. All done, all better. Okay, the other thing I did to the inside is I took this image from Petal palette right here. I used this, and I took my Stampin' Right markers. I colored the flower with Melon Mambo. Like that. And I use Shaded Spruce for the stem and the leaves. This worked real well. Okay. And then you huff on it, and I stamped it right in the corner, just like that. Okay, so the inside of our card is done. That's what the inside looks like. And then I took this piece, and I have a piece of ribbon already tied, and I cut it. I wanted this to be centered underneath the "You Are the Best," so I trimmed it so I'd have enough to tuck around to the back. I put a glue dot behind the bow. So it stay in place. And centered it between the words and the bottom here. And then I took some tape and I wrapped this around to the back. Just taped it on. Same with the other side. Try to get them about the same distance from here to here, so it'll look even when you turn it over. Just like so. Yeah. Need to move that over a little bit. Sometimes it's pretty easy to get this tape off. Sometimes this paper comes with it, but nobody's going to see the back of this, so move that over just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, then I took Stampin Dimensionals, put Stampin Dimensionals on the back. Okay, this card's almost done, and it didn't take very long, so I'll show you how I did the other one. It's pretty much the same, different orientation, different colors, but it's the same concept. I've been trying to use different designer series paper that I know is not going to be in the new catalog because it's being retired. So if you have this paper or you want this paper, now's a good time to get it. If you have it, here's some ideas of what to do with it. So you center that on here, and then you take some pearls. These pearls came from a paper pumpkin, but the pearls that are in the annual catalog, there's some small ones on there which are the same size as these. I've just been trying to use up some of my supplies. So I put 3 pearls on here and just kind of picked some of these tiny flowers to put them in the center of. Just like so. And that card's done. So then the other card, which is this green one, it's the same size. The papers are all the same size, and I used the same ink to stamp. The only thing different I did to the inside of this one was I took from that Petal palette, I took this flower, and then I took these 2 leaves right here and just colored those. So let's go ahead and use this Melon Mambo. I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in the corner, the flower in the corner right here. just like that. And then I'm going to take my shaded spruce and the leaves and color just the leaves that I want. I believe I said I was using, I think I'm going to use these two leaves right here. Just like that. If you color that, and then kind of guess where you're going to stamp it. It's tricky. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that doesn't look too bad. It's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. Okay, then we're going to adhere this to our shaded spruce piece. If you don't like the way it looked, you can turn it over and do the other side. But I'm going to go with what it looks like. Or you could use the other flower. I didn't have the stamp set that coordinated with this paper. So I was just using one of the stamp sets that I knew was still available. So, and then we'll adhere this to the inside of our card. Just like so. The inside's done. And I'm going to do the same thing with this card. These pieces that we did with the other one, only it's in a different direction. And I got this from, well, the inside stamp that I stamped on the inside is from the Petal palette. Life is so much better with you in it. And then I also used a big thank you again. Friends are like flowers in the garden of life. So I'm going to adhere this to our shaded spruce piece. I'm going to center that on there. Just like so. We're going to take, this is crushed curry, and it is 3/8 inch square, just like the other card with the piece. We're going to adhere this right here, just like so. And this is 3-inch square. Oops. That should be all the glue we need for this card. So I'm going to put this away. I'm going to take our bow, and this one I'm going to center right here. So I'm just going to cut this right there. And put a glue dot. There we are. Put a glue dot behind the bow. Center that right above the words. And then we're going to take tape. Tape our ends down to the back. So. Have you ever noticed that someone, as soon as you want to make something straight, it isn't? We do the best we can. So let's tape that down. You can trim your ends of your bow if you want, if you don't like them that long. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this, just like the other card. These are some ideas for using your DSP. Make quite a few cards. Just cut out all your DSP and stamp everything and then glue your cards together. Doesn't take very long. You can use whatever sentiments if you want to make birthday, thank you, sympathy. These will work for any of that sort of thing. Excuse me, got a frog. I think I need a drink of water. Okay, and you center that right there. I'll get a drink of water really quick. Okay, it didn't really help much. We'll put our pearls in the center of some of these flowers. You can make, with each 6x6 piece of paper, you can make 4 cards. There's our cards for today. There's those 2, and then these 2. You have to tell me which version you like the best. I found the basic design, different colors, different DSP, but I found it on Pinterest, and I thought it was really pretty. So, give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. I want to remind you about the host code for April. I'm giving away a mini Stampin Dimensionals. If you use this host code and spend $50, I'll send you some of these. This is my website, and if you want to sign up as a demonstrator, go to my website. $99 gets you $125 worth of product. Also, if you spend $50 on my website before the end of April, I will add you to my mailing list for the 2019-2020 annual catalog, and you'll get that for free. So have a lovely day. So excuse me so much for the frog in my throat. You have a blessed day and enjoy the sun. Thank you for watching.